Program, B.S. English. Course, 19th Century English Novel. Topic, Character of Clym Yeobright in Hardy's The Return of the Native. Prepared by, Dr. Shahryar Khan. Question. Write a detailed critical note on the character of Clym Yeobright in Thomas Hardy's novel The Return of the Native. Introduction. Kazemian comments on Hardy's characterization. He has a preference for characters of sturdy and painful intellectuality, won over the hard heredity of a family rooted to the soil. Though it is considered a demerit, most of Hardy's characters do not develop in the course of the narrative. They do not change with the change in their fortunes. They continue to be what they were at the beginning. Clym Yeobright is an example of such a character. He is the native whose return to Egdon Heath alters the destinies of several characters including himself. He is mature beyond his years with a handsome face, though his habit of meditation has produced some ill effects upon it. Had heaven preserved Yeobright from wearing habit of meditation, people would have said a handsome man. Virginia Woolf thinks that, in form of Clym, Hardy has created a true modern character. Referring to his melancholic nature, she says, he represents the modern intellectual who has looked into the abyss of the world's sorrow and lost the capacity for simple joy. Point 1. Clym Yeobright returns to Egdon Heath with a noble mission. He has lived in Paris for some time and he describes his stay there as the idlest, vainest, and most effeminate business that ever a man could be put to. He claims that he has put that life behind him and now he wants to do something for his community. He has in his mind a humanitarian project of educating the ignorant people of Egdon Heath. He does not realize this fact that Egdon Heath does not offer any economic opportunities for a man like him. This is the reason that his mother opposes his plan. She tells him that she has worked hard to educate him and now he wants to come back and ruin everything. She says, "It is right that there should be schoolmasters and missionaries and all such men," she replied. "But it is right, too, that I should try to lift you out of this life into something richer, and that you should not come back again," and he as if I had not tried at all. Eustacia is also against this project of his, but she has her own reasons. This project suffers a setback when Clym starts to lose his eyesight. This forces him to work as a common laborer at the heath. His mother was right when she advised him not to ruin his prospects. Here, we can say that fate and chance are also working against him. Point 2. Clym's inclination towards Eustacia is perhaps his tragic flaw. Again, his mother warns him that she is not a suitable girl for him. She tells him that he is putting his future at stake for the love of a trivial woman. Best? It is best for you to injure your prospects for such a voluptuous, idle woman, as that. Despite being a man of experience, he comes under the spell of Eustacia. As a man of the world, he should have been able to look beneath the surface. He cannot see that Eustacia's love for him was superficial and, for her, he is just a means to fulfill her snobbish desires. The narrator comments. She had loved him partly because he was exceptional in this scene, partly because she had determined to love him, chiefly because she was in desperate need of loving somebody after wearying of Wildeve. Clym's intellectual and reflective disposition does not go well with Eustacia's vain and superficial personality. Clym does not like materialism of Paris life while Eustacia longs for it. Clym has a mystic aspect about him and he willingly reconciles himself with his semi-blindness as well and takes up the humble profession of a common laborer. It is really surprising that he does not note these differences in their personalities. These differences start to impact their relationship soon after their marriage. At the subconscious level, Clym also feels guilty that his marriage has caused a rift between him and his mother. The closed-door episode proves to be the last straw. There could have been a chance, if Eustacia had found Clym's letter, but she does not and she meets her tragic end. Keeping in view their dispositions, their marriage is bound to fail. Point 3. Clym loves his mother dearly. Despite the fact that they develop differences, he does not stop loving her. It can be said that it is the love of his mother that makes him return to Egdon Heath. The death of his mother really breaks his heart. He appears to be a completely different man afterwards. The guilt that he is somehow responsible for the death of his mother eats him from inside. The narrator says, his distress had overwhelmed him, and he longed for death as a field laborer longs for the shade. He was the pitiful sight of a man standing in the very focus of sorrow. He cannot forgive Eustacia initially because of this guilt. This reveals his sensitive inner nature and his deep love for his mother. His mother was against his coming back to Egdon Heath and of his marriage with Eustacia. In the hindsight, she proves to be right. Both these decisions do not go well for Clym. Conclusion. To conclude, we can say that just like many other characters of Hardy, Clym does not have evil intentions, but he is a victim of circumstances. He is one of the most refined characters of Hardy. He is a man burdened by thought and conscience. Though he has noble intentions, he is blind to many things around him. His greatest weakness is that he is fixed in his ways and does not change his opinions. Because of this weakness, he misjudges people and situations. On the other hand, we cannot ignore this fact that fate and chance also play their role in his tragedy. David Cecil has summed up his character in these words. Clym is a high-minded idealist whose tragedy is that his character is too soft for the harsh, unyielding universe he inhabits. His intentions are entirely pure, yet every action he takes leads directly to disaster, proving Hardy's belief that good intentions are no shield against fate.